Hey, I'm Winston from Tiny Chip Hub. You know the Zyber 12G? It was our flagship product, but today I want to introduce something new. This is the Zyber 12G. It builds directly on 8G's architecture. We don't throw away a proven design, we involved it. 12 ASICs, up to 16 terahash, same clean design, same desk-friendly size, but with more chip and more current. More stress on the board, so we've made some serious upgrades and rebuilt the power delivery around them. Today, let me show you what we improved and why. First, the board. The 8G uses 6-layer PCB, the 12G moves to 8 layers. And it's not about having 2 extra layers just to look impressive on a spec sheet. More layers means more lanes for data. When 12 ASIC chips are overclocking at high frequency, they need their own signal paths. Otherwise, they start interfering with each other. That's what we call electromagnetic interference, the enemy of stable hash rate. 8 layers keep those signals clean. We also thicken the copper layers. Current capacity now up about 30%. So overclocking surgeries don't cause voltage dips. 8 layers of server-grade PCB and more copper. Double the cost, but we think worth it. Because we just want to squeeze out every last drop of performance out of each chip. Now, the power delivery. The 8G used 2 independent VRMs, and the 12G stepped that up to 3. Some miner use a stack design, one controller shouting at a bunch of power stages, like a foreman yelling at workers. If the foreman goes down, everyone stops. We do it differently. 3 independent TPS chips. Each one is a complete VRM in one package. Controller and MOSFETs integrated. Each has its own brain and muscle. They work together, sharing the loads, and if one takes a break, the other 2 picks up instantly. This is why our multi-chip miners stay small enough for your desk. Fewer components, shorter power paths, less heat, fewer things to go wrong. And we also did something else to the TPS. In a traditional design, a TPS generates its own internal power from the same input it's converting, like a chef taking a bite out of every meal before serving it. That causes heat and wastes energy. In the 12G, each TPS gets its own dedicated external power feed, so the chip no longer feeds itself from the output. Every watt now goes straight to the ASICs. The result? Less heat inside the TPS and higher efficiency, cooler overclocking. We don't let our commander eat the ammunitions. Every bullet must go to the front line straight. Next, capacitors. In the 12G, now every single ASIC gets its own dedicated solid-state capacitors. Your home's electricity isn't perfect. Air conditioner kicks on, voltage fluctuates. Those ripples can crash a miner or cause hash rate drops. With a dedicated capacitor for each chip, now each ASIC gets its own personal filter, smoothing out spikes before they reach the ceiling. Each chip now gets its own premium private chef. We sweat every details. We don't compromise on this. Now, a small bonus. Every Zyber 12G comes with a magnetic stand and a bonus fan. Strong magnetic base, 360-degree adjustable arms. Stick it to any metal surface or set it on your desk. For normal use, you don't really need it. But when overclocking, aim the fan at the hottest spot and give it a little bit extra airflow. That helps you overclocking. We also added 12-volt 4-pin headers, so you don't need an external power supply for your fan. Then, the power supply. The Zyber 12G ships with a Minwell 450-volt industrial-grade PSU. This thing is a tank, but industrial PSU are a wiring nightmare. For beginners, terminals, cramping, diameters, nobody wants an electrician license just to plug in a miner. So we did the wiring for you. Fully pre-wired. Protective base, just plug in and start mining. No soldering irons, no fears. So that's the Zyber 12G. More chips, more power, and more engineering details. I'm Winston from Tiny Chip Hub. Know your hardware, mine smarter.